Hello guys and welcome RCShim in the hangar. Again filming this with the camera that I'm reviewing, namely the Foxeer Falcor. You might already see the quality is really nice, quite lifelike, because the Predator Mini, its predecessor so to say, didn't have the best colors. It has a blue tint but very good wide dynamic range, and this thing now is set to deliver both, and we will see this. You see, if we take a short trip through my hangar, it's a bit grainy because it's dark. It's not the best light. If I look into the better lit area, the colors look very natural and good. Detail is good. I have a 1.8mm lens, so I have very wide angle view, but that's how I like it. And we can just take this cam outside on the evening and take a look at it under not so easy conditions. I can also try to provoke some dynamic range setting with, the fact that you see details in my face still and quite good color reproduction, skin tones and so forth, says a lot. It's not blown out by my super bright studio light, which messes with my eyes if I look directly in it. So light changes are in one stage, not in two. We'll switch to the Predator Mini and show you the Runcam Micro Eagle 2 in comparison. Okay, I switched to the Predator Mini version 2, which is supposed to be the better Predator. You still see my face, but with some fogging going on around the lens. But still, until now, I preferred the Predator Minis to most of the other cams, actually, to all the other cams, because it's just fast and it works for me. It's also, it's not as grainy here. So in the dark areas, I like the quality of this a bit better. But the color is somewhat off. It's not accurate. It looks like the two-stage light change that I was talking. I mean, it's fast and there is nothing to worry about on the Predator. But quality-wise, the little Falcor. Okay, take a quick look as well on the Eagle, just to get it back into memory, because Eagle really had good quality. The image quality and especially the color reproduction of the Runcam Eagle Micro 2 is really good. It almost looks like an HD cam if I take a look at the display. Sorry, I'm not looking into your eyes. It's really nice colors, and that in such a small form factor. This is 16:9 for 3 switchable PAL and NTSC, so it always kept me looking at it with awe. So no grainy effects, just good quality image. But no, I mean the wide dynamic range isn't bad either. So it's not blown out, and you see details in my face. You see details in the outside region, and it has nice colors. With the 3 cams in my pocket, I wanna head outside. We'll still have some light. It's evening and sunset conditions. Let's just find out how the cam works in the outside. Sorry about the noisy ambience. This is the kind of setup I use. laptop USB grabber situation instead of a normal DVR. This thing can record in 720 by 576 in the full PAL resolution. I can crank up the bitrate very high so I get optimal quality. I then de-interlace it, and this way we can show the best possible quality that those tiny cams deliver. Gotta take advantage of this great light here. So that's the Falkor. Nothing too fancy, just a standard size cam with the 4 pins for the main connector and the 2 pins for the OSD. There will be a smaller version of this soon. All the specifications of course are in the info box, but you might have already guessed this. If you're not familiar with different camera sizes, this is a direct comparison. The Falkor standard size, mini and micro-sized cams. Going around just on the outside, and we have some damn beautiful skies in the summer, and judging from the laptop's display, the color reproduction is quite good. It's lifelike. I mean, the sharpening around the branches might be turned down a little bit. That's the standard setting. There's always a trade-off between looking really good and having sharp edges. I mean, flying you don't need the best of quality, but you need to see everything that can prevent you from flying, like branches. So sharpening, over-sharpening is an aesthetic issue, but it helps you fly better. And especially in the summer there's a lot of scraggle, so looking splendid, I'd say. So I will now show you the other cams. Why? Let's make it this way. I make a programmed pass with all of the 3 cams so we can compare them. Go straight here. Okay, so let's conclude this review of the Falkor. Form factor, okay, it's a bit too large for many builds maybe, so then you have to wait for the micro. And I hope that the micro Falkor is as good as this thing here, because on the Predator micro was not as good as the Predator Mini. Menu structure, yeah, the menu structure is nothing special there, all on default at the moment. I couldn't set the name tag. I could just enable or disable the Foxeer name, but not set it to Falkor or mine name. And I also couldn't modify the position of the OSD. I could only activate and deactivate voltage, name, time. So that's something that might be just because it's an early model. I now will head into the hangar and do the latency test. Okay, so we have the Falkor in the dark box. It produces a quite noisy image, by the way, in total darkness. So that's for that. And these are the latency measurements, and you see this is the resemblance of a quite noisy image, this zigzag line, and you see the PAL frames by these bumps here. And what I don't like is the first really bright frame comes at 21 milliseconds. It doesn't take a random number of PAL frames until the next PAL frame is fully bright. With the new cams, they change from darkness to full brightness in between a PAL frame as well. So you see that's a dark PAL frame, that's a dark PAL frame beginning, and then it jumps to bright. So it makes it easier for me to measure the latency, because the latency is always at the same spot. 21 milliseconds. So it looks, and it's kind of a negative result. It looks like they had to trade off the fast Predator Mini speed for the Foxeer Falcor, which is nice. It has very good optical quality, but it's not as fast. I mean, to be honest, 21 milliseconds is good latency. Most pilots will not even feel this as latency, but it's definitely not as fast as the 5 milliseconds. If I'm switching to the Predator Mini, give it in the magic box, you immediately see the difference. I can zoom in. First bright lit frames come at insanely fast 2 milliseconds, so it's like instantly there. So this is no latency. And that's what I really liked about the Predator Mini. Runcam Eagle speed test, Runcam Micro Eagle 2 speed test, latency test. I just repeated to see it's 12 milliseconds. Okay, that were quite surprising results on the bench here. I thought I'd just come in for a quick latency test and confirm that the new cam is as fast as its predecessor. But obviously they traded in quality for speed. So now the Falcor is about in the same region as the Micro Eagle 2, both quality-wise and latency-wise. The Micro Eagle, of course, has the advantage of being available in micro format already. The Runcam Micro Eagle 2 is now better looking and faster than the brand new Falcor. And unless I miss some important facts of this new cam here, it looks not so good for it. As much as I wanted to love it, will not recommend you to upgrade from the Predator Mini to the Falcor unless you really, really love the quality. But if you're into quality, you might as well have a Runcam Micro Eagle. Very surprising outcomes of this video for myself, to be honest. But that just shows how important it is to always measure these things and never believe in facts. And always check your facts. So I would stick with the Predator Mini if you have it, or get the Runcam Micro Eagle 2 if you look for awesome quality with some kind of latency. That's 12 milliseconds of latency and superb quality. That's 1.5 milliseconds and really good quality. And that's 21 milliseconds and really, really good quality, almost there where the Runcam is. So it's a tough decision. I will stick with them. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked my review. Stay tuned, subscribe, use the bell icon, because otherwise you will miss my videos. And most importantly, let me know what you think about this cam in the comments. I really like to discuss with you. It's like holding this camera it's heavy, but it's so unpersonal if I just speak to myself or to the cam. But if I hear your comments, it's an actual dialogue with hopefully thousands of people, which I really enjoy. So do me a favor, comment. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.